Alright, so in this tutorial I'll be talking about how to access notes inside of your database. So, as we should know already, inside your database you have these little areas around in most of your places. Yep, most. In which, where it's called note here. And you input information. So you can, what this is supposed to be used for is for you to input information about your actors, like stuff you need to know, you want to keep in mind as a developer and things to that effect. But over the years, scripters have made use of notes for allowing people to input data for them without having to touch the script. And that is much more preferable than telling someone to touch things inside your script, because if they don't know how to do things, then it can break your script, and then you're stuck as a scripter wondering what went wrong and what do they do to screw it up and how to fix it. Whereas when it comes to note tagging itself, if the user is the one, if the user didn't input it correctly, you know exactly what went wrong, and you know why it didn't work, and you can tell them how to fix it, and etc. So this tutorial is not going to tell you how to use regular expression with your note tags. This one caters towards how to access them. Next tutorial I'll do with regular expression. Alright, so as we can see from the note things itself, we can currently access note tags inside of actors, classes, skills, items, weapons, armors, enemies too, and states. Yep. Nope. You can access them in tasks as well. I didn't know that actually. Yeah. So pretty much you can access note tags inside all of these except for troops and animations, common event systems, and terms. So everything else you can access the actual note tag inside of it itself. So let's access the note tags. Now we'll just start up here in our startup scene. What should we do? Oh, alright. We'll just start it here. Okay. So your note tags are actually defined inside the data, not the game classes of these. So if I was to go okay here and go into my game, open game folder, minimize that. Now, in your system, nope, not system, oh yeah, data, silly me. Alright, here's where your stuff is defined. This is where your data is. This is where your note tags are kept. Alright, so you have your actors, animations, and all that stuff I just said before. This is where it's being stored. Now if you want to access it, it's quite simple because the game actually creates these, the default system creates this for you. So go back into my scripting, pull it up, and it should be in Database Manager, or Data Manager. So here we go. See, it loads the data for you. Now these are what you use to access your note tags. This is actually, each of them is an array. Data system, I think that's an array as well. Not too sure. But everything else here is an array. That might be too, I'm not sure about that one. Okay. Everything here is accessed like an array. Now the first element inside each of these arrays is nil. So you can't use them. That's just the way RPG Maker, or really Antibrain, has made it. So that's, you got to keep that in mind. So we'll just get the note tag for each of the skills for a moment. So I'll copy that. Go down here. Alright. Now I don't think this will work just yet. It might not. I'll just go for data in that, data skills, and then I'll go P data dot note if data is not equal to nil. Alright, that might not work. We'll try it. Alright, that's what I thought. And the reason why that doesn't work currently is because data skills has not been defined yet in the data manager, because this hasn't been called yet. So what we'll do instead is we'll alias C manager. So we have this. We'll alias this. Okay. Down. Back to where we were before. We don't really have to alias it yet. We'll redefine it for now, and we'll put it back to normal later. Okay, redefined and put it there, which should work. Okay, play. Nope, undefined method each for nil class. Let's go back to C Manager for a second here. Let's see what happens. First C note new, C note mean, well, hang on, data manager.init, that should make that stuff happen. I'm not sure why. That's not. Interesting. Yes. Interesting. Alright. Go message box underscore P. Print that out. See if that is actually nil. For nil class. Oh, it's because that's there. Silly me. Okay. Now it should run. Alright. So here's what our node tags have been so far. Alright. So skill 1 and skill 2 has, you know, notes inside them, whereas everything else, it, you know, doesn't. So skill 1, skill 2 have stuff inside the node tag. So if we go, nope, wrong thing, database, check out the node tag for the skills. So as you can see, skill 1 has, you know, stuff in its node tag, and skill 2 does as well, but if I was to go down every other skill, nothing has anything else. Okay? Alright, so go triple attack you, I'm going to put it in, you know, random stuff. That works fine. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to where I was before. Here, I'm going to go P, data skills, don't need data anymore. Alright, I'm going to go P, data skills, 5 dot note. And that should print out the note tag I just put in for skill 5, which was, you know, gibberish. Okay, so that's how you get the note tag, basically, and that's pretty much how you get it for every single class or data structure there is here. So as you can see in the actual data manager itself, data manager here, these are what you need to worry about to get access to the node tags. And like I said, they're all arrays except for, I'm not sure about these two, but these two don't have node tags anyway, as far as I'm aware. So you only need to worry about, you know, these and not that one. Okay, so you want to access them, you just go data underscore whichever it is you're trying to access and dot note. But remember, it is an array, so you want to access that specific note tag. You have to check it out. You have to go into the array version of it. So I'll get actors this time. Go down here and be like, P. We'll go data underscore actors, and yeah, we'll get 5 for this one. Or I'll go 3. So who was the third actor? I'm not sure. The third actor is Terrence. Okay, so in your note tag, I'll say this is Terrence. Yes. Okay, play it. There you go. This is Terrence. And it really is as simple as that to gain access to note tags. You just go into the data underscore whatever it is. It's an array, so make sure you get the right element for it. Dot note, and there you have it. You have access to that thing's note tag. So, yep, that was actors. So as you can see, actor is 1, then 2, then 3, because they've made element 0 nil for their classes, just the way Anabreed's done it. Whatever. Same for classes. You want to access, you know, the Sage note tag. You just go data underscore classes 10 dot note, and you get the note tag that's in here, which is currently empty. Same thing for skills. I should get rid of that. And that. Same thing for items, data underscore items, and then go, you know, 9 dot note, and it'll give you whatever's inside here. Same for weapons, data underscore weapons, you know, short sword is 19 dot note. And it really is as simple as that to get the note tag for any thing inside the database. Same for weapons, you just go data underscore, armors, data underscore armors, and this one for cotton robes 11, so, you know, dot note, done. Enemies will be the same, data underscore enemies, get the ghost, note, gazer 1, data underscore enemies, array bracket 15, close array bracket, dot note. Troops don't have a note tag, so you can't access them. States are exactly the same, so I can go data underscore states 1 dot note, and I'll get this. Animations don't have note tags either. Tile sets do. I imagine these will be the exact same because these are still arrays, still elements. So since I didn't actually know this existed before, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to go stuff here happens. Okay, and system doesn't have a note tag. Okay, neither does term or common events. So I'll go tile set now, and I'll go data underscore tile set 2, which will data underscore tile set. I'm not sure if that's tile set or tile set, so I'll check that up. That is tile sets. Okay. Sets, and that was 2, so print out the note tag, and we get stuff here happens. Okay, so it does work the exact same as all the others. Cool. So really, it is as simple as that to get a note tag, to get the contents of what is inside of a note tag. In the next tutorial, I'll talk about regular expression, which I forgot my other project. Okay, bring this up. Where's my actor stuff? Battle voices. Yay, this will be good. Go all the way down here. This is what a note tag looks like. Yep. This is what regular expression looks like. If you're scared of it now, you have... yeah. I should copy that, make it a little easier. Go back into my scripting project and get rid of that. Did I save that, by the way? No, I didn't. Save. Okay, back to my script. That right there is what a note tag looks like. So if that scares you, don't worry, I'll attempt to cover what all that means in the next tutorial, but until then, cry yourself to sleep at night and stay safe. Yeah. So until next tutorial, stay safe. Well, as it turns out, there was something I did forget to mention. Maps do contain note boxes, and you can access them, but you cannot access them the same way you access the ones in the database. So if we were to go back up to the data manager here and check this out, you might assume the data underscore map infos is in fact what you're looking for to gain access to map note tags. It's not. Data underscore map infos is not actually a map, does not actually contain data for the map itself. It more or less contains the graphical portion of it. So I'll show you what that means. That's RPG map info. So if I just search it up here, map info, there you go. That's what this is. Contains the map name, the parent's map name, the auto expanded, the scroll stuff, and this is basically just the information for your parallax mapping. Pretty much like that. So map infos itself is just it's just all this stuff here. It doesn't include this. If you want to access that, you can access that. There is a way to do it, and I'm going to show you how now. So I'm going to put in some random thing here. I like Pokemon, so Pokemon. Yep, in the note tag. And now we'll go here and go into game underscore map. Where is that? There it is. Grab this here. You want to get set up because of this. This is what you want. You want to get map. Alright, so we'll grab setup. Okay. Go down here. Paste it there. And like I say, just you can override it for now because we're not actually going to modify it completely. Alright. Go there, and now what you can do is you can go p at map dot note. Now, as you can see here, map, it loads the data from the map that you're trying to load here. So without going into too much detail, the percentage D thing that's here, that's actually just putting this there. Pretty much. There's an easy way to do it, so I'm not really sure why they did it that way, but they did. Doesn't really bother me. Anyway, so once this map actually gets loaded from this data, you can then access the data that's actually behind it, which is map.note, same as anything else. And that will get you the note tag for the current map that you're on. Okay, so play it. New game, and here you go. Pokemon. Alright, and just to prove it, I will change this to... space it out. Space it out. Why not? Play it again. There you go, spaced out. So that is how you get to the note tag for the current map that you're on. Now, if you were to go to another map, the note tag that would pop up would not be Pokemon. It would be whatever is in the note tag for that map. Okay? So, map.note is what gets you the actual contents of the note itself. And it only works for the map that you're currently on. Now, I set this up in a really poor way here. So, in the future, I will endeavor to make sure I use a proper map note tag for one of the scripts we'll make. And I'll show you I'll make it happen in a better way than just using the setup method, because that's kind of a poor way to do it. Okay, so until the next tutorial, stay safe.